we will see now applications of SVM. Applications of SVM are very useful because SVM can be used to solve the real life problems like face detection, text and hypertext categorization, classification of images, bioinformatics, protein fold and remote homology detection, handwritten character recognition, generalized predictive control, that is GPC, geo and environmental success services sciences, that are the applications of SVM. So SVM are very helpful in text and hypertext categorization, as their application can significantly reduce the need for label training instances in both standard inductive and transductive settings. As we know, SVM are useful for segregating between the classes, so they are helpful in text and hypertext categorization. Then classification of images can be performed using SVMs. Experimental results shows that SVM achieves significantly higher search accuracy than traditional query refinement schemes after just 3 to 4 rounds of relevant feedback. This is also true of image segmentation systems, including those using a modified version SVM that uses the privileged approach as suggested by Bumpting. Means the classification of images is done by using SVM. So whatever the experimental result of SVM shows us that it achieves the significantly higher search accuracy than the traditional query requirements scheme when the 3-4 round of relevance feedback has been done. This is also true of image segmentation system, and the modified version of SVM is very much useful. Then handwritten characters can be recognized using SVM. Now as you know, everyone's handwriting is different. If someone is trying to write something, then it is tough to predict that. So handwritten character recognition is one of the very large and vast area. So SVM is used in handwritten character recognition as well. The SVM algorithm has widely applied in the biological and other sciences. They are used to classify the proteins up to 90% of the compound classified correctly. And the permutation test based on SVM weights has been suggested, which is working as a mechanism for interpretation of SVM models. Their weights have been used to interpret the models, so the interpretation of support vector machine to identify the predictions. Then it is used in the face detection, where we can detect the face by considering the pick points, and it is also used in the bioinformatics and generalized predictive control. So these are the applications of SVM. Now we will see the pros and cons associated with SVM. So dealing with pros, it really well with clear margin of separation. It works really well with clear margin of separation. It is effective in high dimensional spaces. It is effective in cases where number of dimensions is greater than number of samples. It uses a subset of training points in the decision function, so its memory is efficient. Means we are using this SVM and it works well when the clear margin of separation we are having. It is effective in all high dimensional spaces. It is very effective when the number of dimensions are greater than the number of samples. Means whatever dimensions we are having, if they are greater than the number of samples, then also it works well. It uses a subset of training points in the decision function, and because of that, memory efficiency is there. So these are the pros that are associated with SVM. Now we will see the cons. It doesn't perform well when we have a large data set. Now why so? Because the required training time is higher, and that's why its performance gets degraded when the large data set is there. it doesn't perform well when the data set has more noise. Means why? Because the target classes are getting into overlapping phase, and because of that the performance gets degraded. It doesn't directly provide probability estimates. So these are calculated using an expensive 5-fold cross validation. So it requires full labeling of input data. Uncalibrated class membership probabilities problem is there. The SVM is only directly applicable for two class tasks, and the parameters of a solved model are very difficult to interpret. So these are the pros and cons that are associated with SVM. In our next section now, we are going to deal with the beyond binary classification, which is also called as the multi-class or multinomial classification. Thank you.